And welcome to another episode of Real Spit, man, when I just talk about some real stuff that's on my mind and I break it down for y'all. So if you didn't see the title, man, I'm going to talk about hate agendas in the gaming community because I'm getting tired of this. This is something I've been seeing for a while now. I just been keeping quiet on it. People just hating on different games for no real reason. They can't really give you a valid argument. They just want to hate on the game because either it's the popular vote to do so and they don't want to seem like the outsider, or they just have some kind of agenda against that certain title that they just want to hate on it, even if the game has been very improved or it is very good. And I just got shot off the mountain, but it's all good because I will give them all the due. Okay, pause. But anyway, let's talk about this. So you guys remember a few days ago I uploaded my impressions video of Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which you're seeing right here. This is video footage from the beta. I have like tons of saved footage of me destroying kids saved on my hard drive. So damn, where did he come from? But yeah, man, I did a video about that and I didn't really like the responses in the comments that I got. I didn't like a lot of them. A lot of people were like, oh, it might look okay, but you know, I don't know about it because I just haven't played a Call of Duty since so and so and so I don't think I'll pick it up. Or you know what, I don't really like the game. It just looks like the same game as it did before. It's Call of Duty, so nah. Then you had people that were just angry that I said it was good. Or you had things like the reason why somebody was like, the reason why people don't like Call of Duty is it's the same game. Get the Duke though. It's the same game every year. And I'm like, really? So these are probably all the same people who went and bought the Gears of War Remastered Edition, which is the same as that game as the original Gears of War with better graphics, and on the Xbox One. But all the mechanics and everything is the exact same. These are probably all the people that was playing the Halo 5 beta and wants Halo 5. But it's the same as that game with what, a few additions like the rocket boost. Actually, no, that was on Reach, my favorite one. But you can pound the ground when you drop, and they have a new game mode where it's like a huge battle. That's it. But these guys are super anticipated for this game, even though it's the same Halo. It's been the same Halo since Halo 2, to be honest with you. People are super excited about Drake's Uncharted remastered editions and the new Uncharted. If you played Uncharted, you played the same game. But you say, oh, well, it's a different story. But that's the reason. Okay, well, this has a different story. See what I'm saying? Look, I'm not trying to, you know, come at people's heads or anything. This is just food for thought. Like, I'm just trying to reach people and let them see their ignorant ways. This is a very ignorant way to think about, you know, thinking about things. And I know you're like, well, Tick, you did the same thing with certain games. I didn't, and I'll get to that later. Because when I talked about something, if I saw a game that I didn't like, I gave you valid reasons why I didn't like the game. I didn't just use a cop-out excuse like, oh, it's the same game every year. Oh, you know, it's Call of Duty. No, I explained to you why I didn't like it. Now, I know some people don't like Call of Duty because of kill streaks, but look, if you don't like kill streaks, I hope you didn't like Modern Warfare. I hope you didn't like Modern Warfare 2 or any other ones before this one, because they all had kill streaks and you had to keep buying those games. If you bought more than one Modern Warfare and then Black Ops, then you didn't care too much about kill streaks at that time. But like I said, I give reasons why I didn't like a game. I talked about in my impressions video, I didn't like Call of Duty Ghosts. Alright, so the reason I didn't like Call of Duty Ghosts is, one, the maps were too big. Two, the gameplay was way too fast. It still had that weird issue where on Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 had, where if you come around a corner, you didn't see anyone, all of a sudden you're dead, and then it shows on the kill cam that person was dead in front of you the whole time, but you didn't see this. It still had issues like that. Now, Advanced Warfare had those same issues, but it also, the movement was way too fast. Like, you boot, like the rocket boost. It wasn't even like a rocket boost. It was like a rocket, like super boost or something. Like, you just took off, and you could do that either by swinging to the side or jumping high in the air. And I couldn't get down with that speed. I couldn't aim at people when they would do that. It was too hard because I was using the mouse and keyboard. And you would think that would be a lot easier, but no, it was pretty difficult. So it was too hard to shoot people. But the reason I like this one is because they don't do, it's not as fast when they boost. It's a slower boost, On top of that, I like the elements that they mix from other games that try to do good, like Titanfall, even though that game was a failure to me. And I'll explain why I didn't like Titanfall when I first saw it. So the reason people were hyped over Titanfall was because the game was said to be a Call of Duty killer. It was made by the original Infinity Ward, and people just wanted this game to destroy Call of Duty because people have now had this hate agenda for Call of Duty. There is this agenda for it, for people to hate it. Before, people loved it, and when I used to talk bad about it, I was all sorts of idiots. But now, all of a sudden, everybody hates the game, but they hate the game when it's actually good now, which is crazy. Well, decent. It's not the best. I mean, it's not Call of Duty 1 or 3, but it's close. It's not that close, but it's still pretty decent. Now everybody just hates the game just to hate the game because it's the popular thing to do. But Titanfall, on the other hand, I looked at it and I was like, yo, there's less recoil when shooting than Call of Duty. These are the things I didn't like about Call of Duty. Less recoil than Call of Duty. It was same fast-paced speed. There were no kill streaks, but they had stupid things like the smart pistol. And then I just thought the Titans were kind of boring after like watching people play as them. It wasn't as cool as Mech Warrior or anything like that when you're watching the gameplay. So I didn't really like the game, and I thought that it would be a boring game and that people wouldn't like it. People called me all sorts of stupid and names and stuff during when I was in the Illuminati podcast. They called me all sorts of names and idiots and everything like that. But then like a week later, they were like, yo, Tick, yo, you was right about Titanfall. Yo, that game did get boring real quick. Because I can see that. I didn't even have to play the game to even see that. But the only reason I played it because everybody's like, you talk about the game before you even play it. You can't do that. So I was like, let me go ahead and play this game so I can prove my points. Because I can take a look at something to tell if I'm not going to like it or how the game will play. Same thing with Bloodborne. People will probably say, oh, well, you hated on Bloodborne. I didn't hate on Bloodborne. I just didn't think it deserved the, those scores that it got. But I never once in my video said that Bloodborne sucked. I didn't say it sucked. I thought the game was a pretty decent or good game. It just didn't deserve those Game of the Year like scores because like it was not that extensive of a game like to get that. So that was my issue with that, but I never said the game sucked, but people took it as I thought the game sucked because there's no median on YouTube. If you either love the game or you hate the game. That's how it goes. There's no in between on there. So that's how it is on YouTube. But like I said, people can't give me a good reason. So let's talk about Madden real quick before the video ends. So I talked about I played Madden at GameStop in a tweet. Someone retweeted me, was like, yeah, but did you see all the bugs and glitches in the game? I don't know about the game, man. And that's another thing, like, all games have bugs and glitches. You can play any sports game and you will run into bugs and glitches all day. It's a video game. Video games have issues. So I'm watching YouTube commentators that, show Madden, and all they're doing is showing the negatives. And these were the guys who used to love Madden before they caught on to the sim community for football games, and they saw all the negatives that Madden has, and they want 2K football to come back, and I want them to come back too. But I'm not going to sit there and talk about Madden 16 like they haven't improved everything that we asked them to improve after they got that lead designer. Everything that we asked for is now in the game that we asked for that 2K had or even the older Maddens had. So I see these improvements and I like the game. I played it and I was enjoying myself. But these other people don't seem like they want to do that. They used to be people that were the frontmen for Madden, but now all they're doing is showing negatives of it. They're not even trying to show the improvements that Madden has. They're just focusing only on the negatives just to boost that agenda that Madden still sucks, don't buy Madden, which is dumb. Because if you keep doing that, Madden won't make any money, and guess what? There'll be no football games, because 2K could have been come back with a football game. They decided not to do that themselves. It has nothing to really do with Madden. They can't use the NFL license. Oh well, if people love the game so much, they would have bought it. But that's all I'm saying, yo. Just give a game credit if you see that it is improved, yo. That's all I'm asking, man. And don't hate on the game just for a hidden agenda. Be real. If you talk about you're a real YouTuber, be real and talk about the game and talk about the improvements and don't just focus on the negatives of it. And that's some real spit. I'm out of here.